Boston fans, we've got a special giveaway day coming up. The first 15,000 fans in attendance will receive a bobblehead of fans, don't miss our Celtics Dance Team mini basketball giveaway game. It's the perfect game for the whole family, as every Celtics fan will get their very own Celtics Dance Team mini basketball. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play.
Up next, the Celtics taking on... Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K, and both teams look to move the ball around, stand to create more offense.
Well, that's usually the best way to attack, especially against good defenses. Ball movement moves the defense, and when you've got the defense on the move, that's when you can break them down and get high percentage shots. It takes patience, it takes unselfishness.
It seems to be the most efficient way, doesn't it?
It does, especially against really good defenses.
And always trying to find new ways to help his team, MP has zeroed in on winning his personal matchup each game.
What more can be said about MP's effect on this team? He takes each individual matchup as a personal challenge, and he's been winning those head-to-head battles. So their opponents have to run extra guys at him, which makes life easier on his teammates. It all works together, and that's why this team is so tough to beat.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. The post-pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. And it's Money in at the point guard.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Pritchard passes to Brown. Now here's White. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum's shot is off. Smith outside to the paint and stolen by Tatum. And here's Brown outside, kept alive, out to White. And here's Tatum for three. Boston again missing.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
Here's Money, and get a load of his scoring totals. Huge numbers for him. An average of just about 29 points a game. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Now here's Brooks. 12 points his last outing. Here's Money. Light cover. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Ouch! That is what he does, guys. Just destroys the iron.
He's going to always put a little more bounce into his step. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Pritchard. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Looking now at some numbers for Jason Tatum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's Money. His last outing, he had 24 points. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. And it's 6 points for Money.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. The offensive rebound, and Şengün is right there.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Queta. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio, and it's White missing. The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Outside Tatum. Goes back up. Rebound by Smith.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Şengün. Brooks, the pass to Money. Smith with it. He's picked up by White. Here's Money. No good on the 3. Celtics trail by 4. Tatum passes to White. Inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make the right decision with it.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates, is a big part of it.
Here's Tatum, following the basket by Jalen Green. From outside the arc, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are
Boston trailing. This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Whitmore is out there with Dylan Brooks. And there's Money. Then there's Shepard, and it's Smith in at the 5 down low. Here's Tatum. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Brooks finds Smith, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Here's Money. He's defended by Exum. Taken away by Holiday. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Rebound by Smith.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Shepard. Banked in off the glass. Shepard's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Houston.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Walsh. Exum with a wide open look. Boston again missing.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Celtics trail by 5. And here is Tatum. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Here's Shepard, and the three ball is good. Shepard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Pass to Walsh. To the middle. Here's Dosunmu.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
No one near Shepard as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Walsh. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. And now just a 4-point Houston lead. Money passes to Brooks. Got a piece of it. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to specific matchups and style of play. Sometimes you have a difficulty with the team that shouldn't be on your level.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Money. Pass to Brooks. Houston moving it around. Shepard. Offline with his 3. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Walsh. Drills it from outside. Walsh has got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, Holiday plays with a lot of poise. Scans the floor, finds the open man.
Shepard with the ball. Takes a 3. Looks good. Is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He scored 24 points and, as always, was a force on defense, doing whatever he wanted at that end. He was pretty much big everywhere, doing a little bit of everything. He had a strong all-around game. Is a repeat performance in the cards? We'll see. Guys.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And, you know, the more you watch Smith, the more you marvel at his feel for the game.
And here is Tatum. He's coming off an unbelievably scoring game. On the wing, Dosunmu. Whitmore defending. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Houston's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Back to Whitmore. Wide open. Connects, the jumper drops. And that's 17 points for Cam Whitmore.
Oh, really strong outing from Whitmore. You see the potential.
So it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. Right back after this break.
71.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
Taking a look here at the Rockets, I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Houston Rockets.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots. And
that'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Reed Sheppard has been exceptional here, guys. Really something.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. The guards are Pritchard and White, and it's Queta in at the center. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Connects from three-point range. White's got the first points of the second half here for Boston. And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hardworking. I don't even think he realized he could be this good.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Smith against Tatum. Lets it go from 11. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
Bringing back the mid-range, Jabari Smith Jr.
Here's White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I've always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive. Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And it's Smith missing.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Offensive rebound. Queta. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Queta's got 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Green dishes to Brooks. For 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. And White kicks to Tatum. Tatum with the screen on Brooks. Brown drives in. Pass to White. Here's Pritchard. Off target from three-point range. Here's Green. And he banks in the layup. 7 points in the game.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Outside Tatum. Brown feeling it out a bit. Misses the three. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a one-point game. Money passes to Smith. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Man, is Smith Jr. fun to watch, especially when he's rising up for these highlight reel slams.
And the Rockets making a change here. Whitmore is checked in. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Brown, the pass to Tatum. To the left side wing. Pass to White. Tatum trying to break free. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Alperen Sengun. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
We'll talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
Smith outside. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Whitmore, another miss by Houston. Boston is on 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. Brown outside. And no good that time. Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's White with the rebound. Boston trailing. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. You look at Money, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
Sometimes a three-point shooter gets into that rhythm and just keeps carrying it over. It's been the case for him the entire month.
Brooks, the pass to Money. Houston moving it around. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
All stops the dunk there. The best outcome in a bad situation.
And the Celtics making a change here. Dosumu's checked in. Both free throws good for Money. Celtics trail by 3. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always. That puts them in the lead. Pritchard's got 4 points this quarter.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Sengun. It's deflected. Brown outside.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Shepard's checked in for Alperen Sengun.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now here's Tatum. Tatum from 3.
Oh, boy. Tatum has ways to hurt you from every area on the floor.
And timeout is called. Celtics leading by 6. So on the floor for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Money in at the 1 spot. Pass to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 5. Tatum a screen. Dosunmu's shot is off. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Money. Now Eason. They set the pick. There's Green with the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Green's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Now Dosunmu. Tatum with the screen on Brooks. Dosunmu's shot is off. Rockets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Money passes to Eason. Makes it off the glass.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Here's Holiday. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Celtics lead by 3.
Finishing strong inside. Holiday doesn't want to waste a quality look.
Stolen by Tatum. From deep. Sengun with the rebound. Sengun's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And that's a foul called on Money. That's foul number 2 for him. Pritchard, he's checked in for Taylor.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Here's Pritchard. Top of the key, Holiday. Shot clock at 6. And here's Tatum for 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Here's Money. Fades. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points. And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for their matchup with Phoenix, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Pass to Green. Screen by Sengun. Here's Money. Shoots the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 15 points for Money.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
To the inside. Tatum no good. Rockets trail. Out to Brooks. Down low. Here's Eason. Pass to Money. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tatum against Sengun. Here's Money. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Boston has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Pritchard passes to Walsh. And here's Exum. Pass to Pritchard. Sinks the three-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game. First here in this second half.
Green finds Sengun. Brooks outside. Here's Money. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Are you looking, Money? The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And we'll keep you posted as we find out more, and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Outside, Green. Here's the three. Rebound, Boston.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Brown the pass to Pritchard. Outside, Tatum. Back to Dosunmu. Outside, Tatum. Good on the triple. And now a 10-point Celtic lead.
That gives him his second three of the half with 3 total for the game.
Pass to Money. Tipped away. And they're moving it up. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brooks the pass to Money. Eason the bounce pass. Here's Money. Back to Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Clock at 6. Outside, Green. Shoots over Dosunmu. The Rockets again can't hit. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. Brown finds Tatum. Dosunmu with it. Now guarded by Money. No problems knocking that one down. Pritchard's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that. At one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
And we've got a timeout from... So we see Boston get the win here. It was up for grabs, right?
MP, question in the back.
Let's go with Michelle.
MP, do you feel like your recent performances have established you as the top player in the league at your position?
That's not important to me at all. You know, what's important to me is that this team is recognized as one of the best teams in the league, and that's all that I care about.
Great goals.
Thank you.
Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
MP, let's go.
MP, time to set goals for the second half of the season. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Take a look. Let us know what you think.
Don't get me wrong. I'm a complete player.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every...
All right, MP, you ready?